Welcome everyone on another session of Deathwatch. We are again watching the Bloodfang squad, and right now they are situated on a medieval world in the city of Tahatra. They have met with Lady Metra, the queen of this country, who is showing a very bright, a very strong psychic presence in the Immaterium. However, she is not a psyker, not actively anyway. Lucian and Ingvar have been chatting with the locals for a little bit, and you receive a voxcast from your battle bars, Raichu's Glory.
Brothers, I'm sending you reinforcements. Brother Ingvar, you have to go on a hunt. I will share the details with you on the go.
And with these last words, the silence is interrupted, and the drop pod lands right next to this whole the place where this conversation is taking place with locals. And from it, a tech priest emerges. The Iron Hands variety. Would you like to describe yourself for us, Finn?
I am a tech priest. That's really all I have to say.
Not a very talkative tech priest. It is typical for Iron Hands, especially, to not use their words too much, preferring efficiency over unnecessary words. Of course, again, everybody is shaken by the thundering noise of the landing drop pod. And they stare in awe the marine that comes out of it. It's been quite some time since you've seen your brother Lucian, maybe even hundreds of years. Would you like to describe yourself, Lucian, for us one more time?
He is wearing a normal, well, I would say at this point, kind of multiple scarred battle armor or power armor. At his hand is a horse sword, kind of glittering with its power, as well as the effects of his might from the psychic energy. Around him is a cloak, and even though doesn't have it equipped or doesn't have it yet, kind of looks like there's a hood over his head. Otherwise, he kind of looks like a basic blood angel. Even though he isn't particularly a blood angel, he is one of their successor chapters.
Of course. Finn, you barely catch a glimpse of Ingvar as he flies away into the unknown. Chase some eldritch abomination, maybe?
Possibly.
For the Allfather, of course. And you're met with what could be described as primitives. Even though these people have managed to achieve metalwork, the working of metal in general, they are wearing full plates of armor, full suits of metal armor. You can tell that they are nothing compared to what the Omnissiah can offer. There are no machines, no machine spirit, nothing. These people rely on the strength of their backs alone to propel themselves forward in like it feels a bit maybe appalling, but for sure it is disappointing to see humanity in this crude state still. By this point, the locals are accustomed to the presence of armored giants such as you, both of you, and they do not make any comments. They are whispering to one another, of course. And as Lady Metra was saying, there is someone, a presence that keeps observing her, watching her. Finn, would you like to roll a D100 for me?
Why?
To make a tech use test with your Auspex, trying to detect if there is anything palpable, anything your Auspex might detect that would be the source of this human's emotion or this human's insecurity. Do you remember how to roll? Very well. Oh, it is a success.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. You detect every heartbeat, every pulse of these humans. You can even detect the pattern of their breathing. There are no anomalies, nothing detectable that would make it reasonable. That would make it make sense. There is nothing in hundreds of meters, nothing detectable. There is nothing to see. So it is either this woman is suffering mentally by something, or there is something beyond the material world that is causing this feeling. Something that an Auspex array or an Augur array in this case would be able to detect. Now, the suitable person to examine this woman for mental illnesses would be an apothecary, which we are currently lacking of.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So the tablet is glitching hard. Let me replace it.
Brother Amail is a bit busy, I believe.
Hmm.
Were you able to find anything, brother? As he looked to Finn.
Finn?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said, or?
Oh yeah. Sorry, my thing's glitching. I wasn't able to find it. Well, I was able to find something. I think.
What was it?
I don't know. I thought I rolled correct.
I think you might have to repeat it because I didn't think he heard most of it.
Oh, I thought I rolled for finding something.
You did. You succeeded. Just
Yeah.
what you found isn't exactly something that can be scanned. Like there's nothing around, basically. So whatever's affecting her isn't exactly in the material plane.
Do I identify anything?
Yeah, fortunately, technology is not going to be of use trying to figure out what's watching her.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hear galloping, the sound of hooves hitting the cobblestones. It is a night, a regular night.
Messenger of yours, princess.
She nods her head in affirmation, in confirmation. Yeah, that's a fat word.
A step to the side.
You see the man is very obviously hurried. And he appears to be injured as well. Seeing you two, he pauses. His helmet hides his expression, hides his face. But by reading his body language, by scanning him, by listening to his hurried breath, as it stops when he sees you and he pauses, you can tell he is stunned by seeing someone like you present here. A completely unexpected sight. The first time he sees anything like this. Lady Metra compels him to speak. What is it, messenger? She says. He produces a small scroll, rolled up parchment. It's not sealed in any way. It's not in any fancy case, in any scroll case, nothing. It's a simple rolled piece of parchment. It's stained with blood. Not his blood. The way he holds it makes that clear. And he approaches to give it to her. She opens up the parchment, reads it, not out loud, and what does she find? She seems perplexed by the context of this parchment, not, as if she does not make sense of what she sees, what she reads. And simply responds with, I thought we had dealt with this. And gives the parchment to one of the other knights present. On his turn, he reads its content, and announces that he will be taking care of it right away. You can attempt an awareness test or a scrutiny test. Finn, go ahead and roll D100.
Awareness, that is a fail.
a D100, Finn.
I will do a Synesians test myself. That is also failed. Damn.
7. Yeah, you fail with a 57. You fail to catch a glimpse of what this parchment might contain. You fail to make a sense of these people's reactions. The knight will leave. He too will get on a horse and gallop away. He will be joined by some armed men.
What seems to be the issue, Princess?
Our
Princess or was it the Queen?
Queen.
What's the issue, Queen?
Slay. She says our kingdom has been plagued by bandits for quite some time, making our roads unsafe. I had launched a campaign that had taken care of it a few summers back, but it appears that the problem has resurfaced.
Anything odd about these bandits?
You can, as she describes them, relaying the information she read on the paper she was given on the parchment. You can make a forbidden lore, either chaos or war.
Forbidden lore. Do I have any of the librarian? Let's see here, librarian. I do not have forbidden lore. Nope. I got nothing.
Any scholastic lores? Occult, maybe?
For some reason the librarians doesn't get any of that. You have to spec into it.
Heresy. The warp. Unlucky. Skill issue, I guess.
Yeah. I think at first rank you can get those, but I've kind of been busy trying not to die, so I pick other things.
Yeah. If there's any common lore that would probably give anything. Common lore. No. Alright. So, what she describes is individuals armed with crude weapons, again, mainly utilizing guerrilla tactics and the roughness of the terrain. And she describes their heraldry, their banners, and various other symbols they carry on their person when these attacks took place, and how they what symbols they hacked onto the bodies of their victims. And they were mainly in the shape of an eye. of a lidless eye. A lidless stare. It's a Lord of the Rings reference. Now, this information doesn't really mean much for now. But it gives the impression that there is probably something or someone that is bringing all the bandits together under one banner, something that unites and coordinates them. Something that has made them more dangerous than before.
Would you like us to take care of these bandits for you? I have a feeling that whatever is watching you is interfering with these bandits.
Yes, noble ones. I will gladly accept your help. Read me of these bandits and whatever it is that has decided to assail my kingdom. And I shall consider joining your empire. Your emperor in the stars. And she ordered one of the knights to share more details with you about the place that the attacks occurred and where the next assault against the bandits will begin from. Which outpost they're all gathering.
I see. Guess we have a location to set out to, Brother Finn.
Yes, for the machine god, for the Omnissiah.
Would there be anything else you'd like to do while still in the city?
Probably one last chance at Synesians roll.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, it was on a 20. Then I rolled to a 90.
Ah, damn. Unlucky. Let's make these dice persistent so we can have them with us. You as well. Let's have this as well. To the outpost. Getting closer to the outpost, you notice a thick column of smoke coming out from it. These are not visible, of course. They had begun before you, so you assume they have already made it in, that they would be found there. Make an awareness test with +10, please.
I use my aspects for this.
Yes.
And it's a fail.
Come on, man.
I rolled an 83. Even with the +20 from the aspects, I'm 10 short.
That's a D10, Charlie.
Oh,
Close enough. Now roll a D100. And you have to roll lower than 60. 70, sorry. I said it with a +10.
oh, sorry.
It's alright. Don't worry.
It is all right.
How did you do?
How did that work? I was wondering the same thing. Oh, you didn't put the
Did it?
1D
Yeah.
because I think you just put 100.
Oh,
I think you also added +10 on that one. Just put 1D 100.
Yeah.
I need just a D100.
Yep, just a D100.
Okay.
There you go.
That is a success.
I think that
With
is like
your
6.
Magnifying lenses for eyes, you can see from a great distance even that the inside of this outpost is in bad shape, and by that I mean you can see dead bodies everywhere. You can see damages to the buildings. There has been a massacre here. You might have come too late. As you get even closer though, this place is not empty. You can still hear faint noises coming from further in, deeper in the outpost. The men who reached here before you have been slain. Not by blades, it seems, but by something deadlier, something more vicious. There are scorch marks on their bodies, limbs that have been completely destroyed, completely blown off. Some of them have been blasted to pieces, literally. So much that they are barely recognizable as human remains anymore.
Does it look like it came from bolter rounds?
You can attempt a... what is it? A logic test +10 or a Medicaid +20.
Three. I succeed.
Right. A bolter round would still live behind open wounds. It wouldn't completely obliterate limbs like this. So it would be closer to a plasma gun or something that you are a lot more familiar with, psychic energy.
This is either the work of a plasma weapon or the signs of a psyker. Either way, it's bad news. Either the bandits have gotten weapons from someone, or they got help from the demons. You should be watchful, brother. Things are not what they seem.
Yes,
Whoa.
indeed, brother. Seems like crime.
Yeah, Lucian is just gonna keep his eyes out as he makes his way more inside.
Right. You see more dead bodies littering the place. More victims of these energy weapon. And, drawing closer to what looks like a place of worship, you hear what can be described as chanting. And, you are noticed. By some individuals.
Is it inches or centimeters for this map?
It's gonna be. Let's make it centimeters actually. So everything has to be scaled down a little bit. Your base should be like 1 in diameter. Yeah, that's good. So they are a horde. The shields. And then we have the other guys, these ones. Like this. The moment they notice you, they form up and come out from the church. And we will be rolling for initiative.
I rolled an 8. Or should I say my initiative is 8.
Mm-hmm. Finn, roll 1d10 for me, please. Roll 1d10. That is a 2 plus 3. We got 5. Pin number 2 then. Well, you're far, far away. This guy will come here. This guy will come here. And these guys move all the way to here. Yes. Next is Lucian.
Smiting them. That is a success. That didn't do that, so it is 4 dice. Where is it? Okay. That is 19 smite damage on them with a radius of 4 blast.
On the horde, right?
I think I rolled 1 more because of the magnitude, right?
A blast weapon that hits a horde hits a number of times equal to its blast value. So a grenade with blast 4 will automatically hit 4 times if successfully lobbed into a horde. So what's the blast on it? What's the blast on your smite? Sorry.
4 meters, so it gets all of them, and then do I get or another roll, or is it just because of the magnitude?
I had accidentally muted my mic. Blast weapons that hit a horde hit a number of times equal to the blast value. A grenade with blast 4 will automatically hit 4 times. So you kill 4 of them instantly.
Nice.
With your mind bullets. Very nice. It is Finn's turn now.
What are my options?
Your options, let's see, would be to...
Do I have a melee attack?
What?
Do I have a melee attack?
You do. You have both ranged and melee attacks. You could chuck a frag
I'm
grenade
trying to
in the
sneak
horde.
around.
Sneak around, okay. We've got a agility of 39.
The right
Action.
building. Sneak around the right building.
Yes.
And try to get the guy next to him, probably.
You ran all the way there. It's the guy with the net next. Who will also move not here. This way. This guy will basically remain stationary in the middle here. And with a successful command test, can select one of his allies and make them have another turn. And we will have this guy. Come all the way here. And this guy. Oh, he can. No, cannot charge you. He can run though. He will run here. Now it is their regular turn. Oh my god. And they will both charge. First, this one. We'll go for an all-out attack. Actually... which is a fail.
I was about to react to that. Oh well, didn't need to.
Yep. As per standard Deathwatch rules, when you charge, you make only one attack. In Black Crusade, you can charge and select to make a lightning attack. It's different. I remember that we used a house rule that if you had multiple attacks for any reason, you could take them on a charge. I don't know if you remember that.
Yep.
So, this guy will charge and make multiple attacks. First one is a hit. Now that is a total of 8 on the dice with a penetration of 8.
Alright, I will use Iron Arms to parry. That is a success. Thank God it was not. So, with bonus to weapon skill test of parry equals to 3 times 4, so 12.
His second attack is a miss.
Yep, I parried the second attack that he hit me with.
And there is a keyword that doubles the penetration when you have many degrees of success. You can tell that he had that weapon trait, his blades. Is it precise?
Possibly. All I know is I'm about to rage out.
Razor sharp, that's what it is. Alright. They have taken their turn. It is the Horde's turn now. What can they do with their life? Not much. Also, they do not break. They have some traits on their own. And they will go all the way here. It is your turn, Lucian.
Alright, first things first, Might of the Angels. Success. Thank God that was not a 22. Damage and penetration increased by a number equal to his power rating, or psi rating. Then I attack that one.
Okay.
I will also frenzy
Okay.
as I attack.
He will attempt to parry. He does not parry.
Okay, that is a hit.
Roll damage.
So 7 plus 5. And then plus strength. Then plus my psi rating. From that, what was it? 4 times 2, or is it 4 times 3? And it's just, okay. Plus 4. That is 28. Penetrating 9, I believe.
That is enough to kill him.
No, sorry, penetrating 10.
The bandit is slain. You spill his blood. You cut him down. His armaments do have the primitive quality. They are made of metal. They are of fine craftsmanship. But nothing compares to Imperial steel.
Does these weapons look like the one that killed the soldiers behind me?
No, these are regular blades.
I
They do
thought
not
so. So they
possess any warp qualities or energies on them.
okay, so they are not the one that killed. Okay, so they're probably inside the chapel.
Next, we have Finn.
Hi. Above my run
Run where?
to attack.
To the other guy.
That's by the wedding.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You can take the charge action, which allows you to move at a greater distance, and you can also attack at the end of the end of it with a plus 10 and a plus 20 because there's two of you right here. So,
Above my Allen.
What? Sorry?
Allen while I was here.
You're lagging.
I know.
Couldn't tell what you said again.
And I run and Before I run, can I buff my ally, then run, then attack?
Buff your ally. Not yet. You don't have the ability unlocked
Ah.
yet.
Alright, then I'll just attack.
Yeah. Roll D100 for me. And you have to roll under 65. Let's see. Finn's first attack is a hit. So, your Omniscient Axe does. Let me see real quick. Armory melee weapons. It is 2d10. Roll 2d10s, please. Plus your strength, which is 8 for the attack. $12 plus 8 plus 6 with penetration 6. That cuts the bandit in half. The crackling energy from your axe burns his flesh as you cut through it. He did not have even the time to scream. It was so quick, so efficient. It was painless. Perhaps
That is the way of the Omnissiah and the Machine God.
Perhaps it was too painless. Maybe a more cruel ending would be more appropriate for a bandit. And it is the guy with the net. Did I skip his turn before? Maybe. He will take the run action, running all the way here. And again, this guy will attempt a command test, which is a barely a success, and will cause one of his units to take another strategic turn. Here. Now for their regular turn, they will charge against both of you. So, they are a horde. That means that they can take as many attacks as would be possible. Probably looking at the incorrect rulebook here. I should look for traits. Attacking. Hordes attacking. A horde will attack all adjacent enemies. Not using man. Multiple attacks. 2 weapons, restricted attack, lightning attack. May use its full number of attacks against every eligible target. Right. The horde's sheer weight of numbers is represented by the fact that its target may not dodge or parry. Melee attacks made by hordes cannot be parried or dodged unless otherwise noted. Okay. So it's going to be 3 attacks against Finn and 2 attacks against Lucian. What's playing in the background? First one against Finn misses. Second one misses. Third one misses. Lol. Against Lucian. First one hits. Second one hits. Again, their primitive weapons barely even scratch your armor. You are unscathed. Your armor points count as double against the weapons. It is your turn, Lucian.
The one that's giving them the extra is this one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I seem to
Yeah,
have been cheating you all this time. For hordes. Psychic powers used against a horde will hit it a number of times equal to the psi rating used in the power, no matter what the power may be. If the psychic power affects an area, it adds an additional 1d10 hits. Yeah, I've been
I just
cheating
move up slightly.
1d10. I would just have increased
Just
the number of units, however, so go on.
I just move up slightly ahead. The horde should still be in front of me, but I do blood lance through the horde to him.
Okay. What's the psi rating for this?
4.
So
I am not fettering, but I'm not pushing either.
okay. Roll a d10 for
That
the
is-
horde. I mean,
That is a hit.
it's 5 of them. So even if you rolled a 1 on the d10, it would kill all of them. And
Now,
it's dodgeable, right?
4. Let's see, blood lance. The librarian throws his arms, hurls a blazing crimson lance, kills anything in its path. The blood lance traces a straight line from the librarian out to the extent of the power's range. Any creature the lance passes through suffers 1d10 times psi rating, rendering damage that is not reduced by toughness bonus. Armor and cover protects as normal. Says nothing about dodging.
Yeah.
That is 23 damage. Negating toughness, but armor does protect it.
Blood angels. Blood lance. Description. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything similar. Like, gaining psychic. It might be in the dodge section. Just making sure because, you know. Dodge. When it's not his turn after a character is hit, but before damage is rolled, character can attempt to avoid the attack by making a dodge test. So in the dodge part, it says when you are hit. But the Bloodlands. Yeah, well, I would give the chance to dodge things like this. So he will roll to dodge it. He fails. What's the damage?
It is 23. Only armor can reduce it.
Still alive. He's not dead.
Well, that is my turn.
All right. Finn, it is your turn.
So dead. The horde.
The horde is being killed. Yes. The librarian's bloodlands. The bloodlands launched.
Can you run up to one of the sides of the buildings for defense? Can the last guy use range attacks?
He has not attacked yet. He has not had. He had not had the chance yet.
Can he do range attacks though?
You have a bolt gun.
I'll charge him.
Okay.
Can I attack?
Yes. You can roll a D100. The plus 10. So you're looking for a 55. That is a hit. Roll 2 d10s. That is Righteous Fury. He's not an Xenos though. So you have to roll a D100 again. I mean, you don't need to. Because he's dead. But for the show, roll another D100 and we'll see if your Righteous Fury is confirmed. So that you might do even more damage. Very much so. Roll another D10. Let's see, if it's a 10, you get to roll another one. Try again. Edit the message and you can replace the 1 with an exclamation point. That is enough to kill him. Indeed. Another one cut up. Another one relieved of his petty life. Good. Who's next? It would be him, but he's no longer. You watch as this individual that has been commanding these people sort of tactically repositions deeper into the chapel, into this church. He runs out of your sight. He hides. We are out of initiative. You may act as you wish.
Gotta head to the chapel, brother. But we
Yeah.
should be wary. Whatever killed these men are not the
Yes.
ones that we faced.
Yes, indeed, brother. Machine God for the ominous side.
When you're lagging, it seems like you're speaking in technolingua. Like you are adding binary screech into every sentence. Like you have the disturbing voice talent that makes you more intimidating. Anyway,
Time to enter the chapel.
indeed, as you walk in, what you see is a ravaged chapel, a ravaged place of worship. Symbols torn out of the walls and thrown to the ground. Tables and seats turned over, made into piles and burnt. And at the center, you see this individual that ran away, and also another one who seems to be tunneling something. Whatever he's doing is causing sparks to fly out of an object hovering above an altar. It's this one here. And it's
Μου έλεγαν ότι δεν
my
θα τα
God.
καταφέρω. Ευτυχώς.
You see this creature. It's a person, just slightly mutated. And seems to be tunneling psychic energy on this floating box.
I have a 130.
The individual who fled runs by the side of this mutated man and tells him that they are here, that you have arrived. Even though this creature is unfazed by the introduction of this information, he continues to chant, to read from his book, which also itself is blowing out sparks as he reads from it. And they both stare at the floating box.
Can we try to sneak attack?
You can attempt to do so. Will you shoot? Will you charge and attack? How are you attacking?
I'll try to shoot.
All right. How many shots?
What?
Single shot, semi-auto, or full auto?
Is it
Yeah.
inches in this one or centimeters?
We'll use inches. Yeah.
Do a single shot?
You can take a single shot. You can aim too.
I'm gonna invocate first.
I'll try. Not the guy
Have a
casting the
plus 10 to
spell
your
or ritual.
invocation. With focus power. Are you aiming,
Invocation.
Finn? Are you aiming and taking a single shot?
Yeah, after casting the ritual.
All right. Roll a d100 for your attack. You have to roll under 65. It's a miss, unfortunately.
Then, while he misses and I finish my invocation, I blood lance him.
Mm-hmm.
I do push.
Okay.
That is a hit. Alright, first things first, let's do the damage and then we'll do this psychic phenomena. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 psi rating, so 8 dice.
Righteous Fury.
That is Righteous Fury. So that's the first one, and then so 28.
Roll. Ooh.
That is a more Righteous Fury.
Almost max damage.
Yeah,
These were just from the attack
normal
itself.
blood lance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You roll one more. I mean, it's auto confirmed against Xenos, right? You have to.
yeah. I have to roll the D100
Yeah.
again. It's not
Roll
a
it.
Xenos.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Okay. Roll D10. Plus 5.
So that's 70 damage to that guy.
Fuck that guy, right? So.
Ah.
The
Now just watch me
Blabbermans.
summon a Chaos Demon now. So this is for the Warp Phenomena 2. That is A-okay with me.
Mhm.
What does 2 do? Perils of the Warp 186.
Phenomena. A 2 is Dark Foreboding. A faint breeze blows past the Psyker and those near him, and everyone gets the feeling that doom is about to befall them.
I'll take that. That is not that bad.
Something bad is going to happen.
So,
Or
as
it's
your blood lance pierces his body, he coughs, sort of laughs. As he turns, you see he's weeping blood from every eye on his body. All eight eyes on him start weeping blood. And he collapses down the stairs and falls dead. This one will kneel, drop his weapons, cover his face with his palms, and start to whisper. Start to speak in a very low voice.
I smite him.
All I will grant him is a quick and swift death.
With what? How are you doing this?
Melee weapon.
Okay. Lucian, you would be fast enough to smite before Finn would approach, if you wanted. So, again, Finn's axe drops and cuts through the cultist's neck. He's dead.
Is that thing still glowing?
It's not glowing anymore, no.
I set some melta bombs around it first, though, just in case. You can never be too careful.
Damn. Okay.
Actually, I don't have any melta bombs. That's right. Yingvar's loadout, I think.
Let's do that now, anyway. It's still in the center
do.
of this pool here.
I'll just throw grenades at it.
Mm-hmm.
2 grenades and 2 crack grenades at it.
It's blown away by the explosions. Where did it go? Bruh.
I think oh, it's I think it went to this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's an actual chest. Come on. Yeah, it somehow finds itself falling inside this chest. Kobe, I guess.
Nothing important. I'm gonna stay needs you and sit.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fail.
How many degrees of failure?
2.
2. As you approach it and sort of start to feel its energy before even touching it, the veil between the material world and the immaterium is still too thin around here. You hear voices, you see figures floating around. There's still whispers. There are still entities that want to pierce the veil and enter real space. It could be too dangerous to focus even harder on the subject, or you might make yourself vulnerable to a mental attack from any creature that lurks in the materium right now, around here. And it's also, let's say, too loud here.
Wrong thing of
What?
can you loot the room of anything of value?
Value to a space marine. A tech marine. The techniques used to craft this place are crude by your standards.
I would Vox Righteous Fury, specifically the chaplain.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a homing teleporter, and I will say we have just faced off against a demonic incursion. They were chanting in a small circular basin. We need to make sure it doesn't spread. I do request a better, or at least a localized orbital strike on this place.
Mm-hmm.
Not full exterminatus, but I just want this whole thing leveled.
You have
I
done the
agree,
Emperor
brother.
proud, brothers.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I agree, brother. We have seen her, God, Emperor of humanity, and the Omnissiah.
Calibrating orbital cannons. Bombardment commencing in 300 seconds.
And I start booking it.
Me too.
Okay. Right. You start running, moving far away from here. And indeed, after 30 seconds, you see the orbital bombardment pierce the atmosphere of this planet. And as it falls, makes contact with the Earth, you hear the ground below your feet shake. Damn. And
Thought you were gonna flip the table.
yeah, I clicked flip the table and nothing happened. But it unlocked everything, so I can do it manually, I guess. You see, you watch as everything is leveled, everything goes up in a column of smoke. There you go. Still going. Damn. It's all gone. Where are you going now?
Gonna talk to the queen to inform her what has happened.
Yes.
You reach the city. People make way. You see that people are worried about God's punishment. That's what they call the phenomenon. They are speaking. They're talking about what can be described as a large explosion in the horizon. Something that came from the skies, like the Knights of the Stars. Maybe another one of them. Maybe their leader, maybe their king, came and brought judgment on that area. They do not know. They only speculate. You are allowed to approach the nobles again. Will make way
Yep.
for you. You may speak to the queen.
The bandits have been slain. Unfortunately, your knights have been taken down by their sorcerer.
The fact that there was a sorcerer present kind of surprises her, kind of unsettles her. Looks like she does not know how to deal with that information. It is bad news, of course. Even though he's been dealt with, as you say. Just the fact that there was one present is on its own bad news.
Do you still have the feeling of being watched?
She confirms that she still does. Yes, indeed.
Then the chances of more sorcerers living in this planet, or I should say, then there's still a chance that there are still sorcerers living on this planet.
One of the nobles present adds that they do indeed believe that there have to be more. She asks you about God's judgment, about the humongous explosion that was observed on the horizon. Do you have any information about that? Was it
That was the
you
great
that caused it?
purging.
Yes.
Yes, that was the great purging of that area to make sure nothing else spreads from them.
It was the purge by our other brothers. To purge the area of any heresy and corruption that might have tainted it.
She leaves a sigh of relief. And says that since you purged that area, she wants you now to find whoever is causing these bandits to start randomly, well, find the lead sorcerer that has taken the bandits under his banner.
That was already the plan.
And she reveals that there are other places like that. That was no random outpost. It had a hamlet in it. It had a small settlement, and as you saw, it also had that little box that had both. Well, it can be described as religious significance for these people, but as you witnessed, for whatever reason, the sorcerer had also interest in it, or whatever reason that might have been. One of the nobles adds that whatever was that box, that sorcerer seemed to have gone for it. Either charging it or gaining power from it. And it would not be wise to let such artifacts, such relics, be exposed in any other future attacks like this.
How do you know about the box?
That it is ancient.
How do you know that they were after it? How do you know they were doing a ritual on it? I never spoke of it.
What else would a sorcerer do?
Can I insight this? 'Cause
Yes. Make a scrutiny test.
Yeah, because I never said anything about this. You know what? I will use a fate point. I haven't used it anymore in this session. Alright, scrutiny. Yeah, that's a fail by 2.
Okay. It seems to be quite an easy not result, it's a word. An easy conclusion to come to, that a sorcerer would be conducting some form of ritual, even if you have not spoken of it. What else would a sorcerer do, indeed? This noble also seems to be more knowledgeable on these things. He's the one who knows the location of all the other similar objects that a sorcerer, any sorcerer, might look to use, steal, or whatever it is that they do. And he will be able to assist you in either securing them, either gathering them, or any other form of help you might need about them. The knights present offer to carry the burden of securing them, of journeying out to the however many outposts, to the outposts that such relics are secured, to either garrison them with their own personal guard, with their troops, with themselves present, of course, or even make the trip to secure them and bring them here where they can be more easily safeguarded.
I disagree. I think they should be purged and inflamed. They carry heresy and taint.
this knight here, the one with the green shield. We'll call him Sir Foster. He says, if they are so dangerous as you say, we will just put them in a safe where nothing can enter nor get out. I think it's the best way to deal with such a threat.
No. They must be purged. They must be cleansed by the holy flame of... They must die. That is the only way to remain safe.
It is the only way. It is the only way no, to save the world humanity from the entity.
What did you say? Sorry? Okay.
He?
Nothing. Sir Foster turns to the Queen and says, "My Queen, I only follow your commands. Tell it, give the order, and it is done." The Queen takes a moment to think. The knowledgeable noble is called Mallory. We'll call him the Scholar. Technically, he's also a knight, just not in armor. He is the Scholar. The Queen wants more troops garrisoning the outposts. In any case, and she has not yet made up her mind about whether to bring the relics here or to keep them where they are. She orders the Scholar to keep up the research about them, see if he can find any more details about them, their origin, or if they have ever been used in the past, and if they are somehow more directly linked to the sorcerers, or it is just some happenstance and they are just powerful. The sorcerers have come to use them. And for you, Knights of the Stars, the Queen wants you to visit a more secret site. a perhaps more dangerous site. A mausoleum. Whoever these relics originally belonged
I
to,
accept this.
the queen is glad to hear it. Is long dead, of course. And if anyone is to get any form of credible information, it's going to be from the original makers, the original crafters of these items. And what better way to do it than to visit their burial sites, their mausoleums, their graves? She gives
I accept
you.
it with honor.
She gives you a relatively large iron key. It has three heads, heads of lionesses on it, like this shield here that her son is carrying. She will be staying at her tower.
Where does this key go to?
It opens the main mausoleum door. You would have to break in it. Otherwise, and as everybody knows, disturbing the dead is never a bad, it's never a good idea.
It shall be done. I shall go to the mausoleum and find the makers of this heresy.
So be it then, she says, and leaves you and the rest of the nobles to your duties. The scholar goes to his study. The cleric goes to the chapel. The knights go to the various outposts to garrison them and secure them, bolster their defenses, and drill the men. You are left to your own devices.
I shall go to the mausoleum.
All right. To the mausoleum then.
Totally forgot about daylight saving time.
I don't know.
Yeah, because usually it would be end around this time. But we started 1 hour later.
I see. So, I mean, don't have time. We could leave this here just before continuing on with our adventure in the mausoleum. If you have to go, it would be a good.
Shit,
Would be a good.
I need a
Yes.
break.
Yeah, it could be a good spot to leave it here. All right. So you arrive just outside the mausoleum. It is indeed a very cryptic building. It screams of souls, of power, or something that has dead people in it. It feels vibrant. It feels energized. It feels activated. It feels like it's full of life. And this is it for today's session, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We will be seeing you on the next one.